Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike when it comes to the character of Supreme Leader Snoke. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is going through the principal photography phase, and we are learning more and more about this film as we go along. As of right now, they are filming over in Jordan, the UK, specifically over at Cardington, Pinewood, and Black Park. After that, they plan on filming over in Italy, China, and quite possibly even other spots over in the UK itself. But looking at Star Wars Episode 9 as a whole, we have been learning a whole lot more about it these past couple of weeks when it comes to some of the set designs, the set leaks, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, a lot of people have been wondering exactly what's going on with Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, apparently, Star Wars, alright, as a whole, alright, Disney and Lucasfilm are toying around with the idea of putting in Snoke's backstory into Star Wars Episode 9, being, of course, the final Skywalker saga film. It's a very important piece for sure, and it could very well explain as to exactly why Andy Serkis canceled his appearance over at Keystone Comic-Con in Philadelphia to work on a big project that requires motion capture. Now, all of his projects are all completed and done on his IMDb page, leaving a lot of people to believing here that he is coming back as Supreme Leader Snoke, and with Disney and Lucasfilm kind of trying to come up with the idea of telling Snoke's backstory in Star Wars Episode 9 makes a whole lot of more sense now, because we do know that Andy Serkis knows the entire backstory of Snoke, and he said the reason as to why they kept it a huge secret is because they wanted to tell it in the future, either in the form of a movie or even a whole entire new trilogy perhaps. And well, that movie could very well be Star Wars Episode 9 here. Now, the thing here about Snoke is this. That's the one complaint that a lot of people, including myself, had for The Last Jedi, is that we had this character that was being set up so very well in The Force Awakens. There was so much mystery there. It's almost as if they were going to reveal his identity in The Last Jedi, something that has to do with his backstory and his past. And with all the different rumors and leaks suggesting that we are going to be getting flashbacks for Supreme Leader Snoke in Episode 9, they will be telling part of his backstory. Again, here's a huge pointer. Leia knows Snoke somehow, some way. I think that he is somehow affiliated with politics, and a lot of reasons, point to Snoke being affiliated with politics. If you guys go ahead and read the novel Bloodline by Claudia Gray, there are a couple of hints that he could very well be this character or that character. I won't go into any spoilers, but somehow Leia knows Snoke, and they have to explore exactly how the Skywalker/Solo family actually learned of Snoke, and that is one big mystery for sure. And I think that that is something that Disney and Lucasfilm will explore in Star Wars Episode 9. So the fact that they are toying around the idea of telling the fans the backstory of Snoke, or at the very least, the partial backstory of this character, I think will make the character all the more interesting when we look back at The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Mike, which Snoke do you like better, the one from The Force Awakens or the one from The Last Jedi? Now, I will say that I do like Snoke in the flesh. It was nice seeing him not in the form of a hologram. But mind you, we got so very little Snoke in Episode 8 that I was really hoping to have more of him doing different things, maybe even going up against Luke Skywalker, which we did not get. So we'll hopefully get some of that in Star Wars Episode 9, where we do get to see more of Snoke's actions per se, and learning more about his past and his backstory. So it's really good to know that they are trying their very best to really tell the stories of all these different characters. And this is where a lot of other things come into play here. Should this mean that Episode 9 should be very well, split into two parts? A lot of people are wondering about that right now. There's a lot of characters in this movie. We have 8 new characters. I know, it sounds like a lot. It is a lot. 8 new characters so far. We also have Lando Calrissian coming back. We have Leia, Luke Skywalker, Rose is back for episode 9, in case you guys did not know. We also have our traditional characters. We have Kylo Ren, Poe, Finn, Rey, you name it, Maz Kanata, Chewbacca. This movie is so filled with so many characters and so many different planets coming into the mix. I just don't know how they're going to fit all of this into one big movie, unless it's going to be a very long film. Perhaps the longest Star Wars film to date, which we actually heard just a couple of months ago that JJ and crew are trying to do that. I would love to see a 2-hour and 45-minute movie, not counting the credits when it comes to a Star Wars film. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.